I'm Rob from Quality Tool and Die here in Brisbane, Australia, and we are in the business of manufacturing dies for plastic moulding injections. And what I'm doing at the moment is I'm just going to show you a little bit of a brief insight of what we do here on this particular tool. Down here, this is an explosive part for detonating, and what I've done here so far, I've used OneCNC in designing this tool, and we are going to be running it out the back as a production tool. And what I've done here is I've machined out the inserts using OneCNC on a CNC, and then I've also made the electrodes, which is we use these to burn in the shapes afterwards. With this actual component here, it's made out of copper billet, and we wire cut this shape out. Okay, and then once it's wire cut, we machine the top, and then after that process is done, it goes onto an EDM machine and then is burnt into the actual steel to produce the cavity. This is another one of our components here, a tool that we've made. We've just actually finished machining this one, and all of our work, as you can see, is to do with steel. We don't do aluminium parts at all. Most dies are steel, made out of steel, and are made out of pre-hardened steel, as well as getting them hardened as well to certain temperatures, hardnesses. With this particular part here, I've had to design it and make the whole die using OneCNC. And as I've noticed over the last probably 5 to 10 years, that with tool making, parts are getting more intricate, and so obviously we've got to compete with other people, and we've found that OneCNC has been unreal, working with stuff that's very hard to make. With most of our tools, when they're doing high production runs, we have to get the steel hardened, which goes to like Rockwell of 56 and things like that, which are very hard. And we have to machine them when they're hard as well. We rough the machine them when they're soft, and then after harden we finish machine them. Okay, this is my command post, I guess you'd call it, here, and obviously I use OneCNC to do all our work here with the CNCs. And I've been using OneCNC for about 8 years now, and I find it just fantastic to use. And something that I have noticed over the time that I've been using it is that it's always been growing. Like, in other words, it's always been expanding the things that they've put on there to help you design tools and things like that, with drawing as well as the CAM side, with the machining side. And also, if I've had difficulties in myself, like trying to do things, I've quite often got a hold of support and had immediate responses, to questions and that I've asked, which I've found unreal. Whereas I know with other softwares and things like that, that doesn't quite often happen. One thing I really like about OneCNC is the toolpath that you can see once you've made the part itself. You can actually see where the cutter's going to cut, so that if there's any collisions or things like that, you can see where it's going. And it also helps your confidence, I guess, in knowing that where it's going to go before you even go and cut it on the machine. Something that I've done myself is quite often I will have to leave a machine running overnight, or even for a couple of days or over the weekend. And it's very important that I can see that the tool is going to cut right. There's going to be no crashes or anything that will upset the process of the cutting. And OneCNC verifies this with its toolpath production.